Hello again, my fellow pilots and my fellow aircraft maintenance personnel. Your host is always Haitham Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Welcome to my aviation nuggets for today. For fuel indication in the cockpit, we may use fuel mass or fuel volume. Some aircraft you can find fuel indicated in volume. And some other aircraft you can have fuel indication in mass or kilogram or pound. What is the best? In the modern airliner, big heavy jets, we always have the fuel indication in kilogram or pound or mass, not volume. Only on light aircraft we may have indication of the fuel in volume, not mass. So it is, as you can see, it is the mass, it's better than the volume. Fuel mass indication is better than fuel volume indication. So we have two ways of indicating the quantity of fuel carried on board an aircraft. Either the volume, like liter, US gallons, imperial gallons, or mass, kilogram or pound of fuel on board the aircraft. Pilots will need fuel mass more than fuel volume, and it is better to have the fuel indicated in kilogram or mass better than in volume. Why? Because fuel in mass will not be directed or will not be altered by temperature, but the volume may be impacted by temperature. The fuel volume may be increase if the temperature increase, or maybe decrease if temperature decrease. Okay, but if we measure the fuel kilogram or mass, so we will not altered by fuel temperature. Okay, everybody, so volume is currently only used on light aircraft. On big jet or heavy aircraft, the mass of the fuel is of more significant to the pilot. Again, with heavy jet, big aircraft, the fuel mass is of more significant to the pilot. Why? As it assists in the aircraft all-up weight calculation, mass and balance calculations, load sheet. Okay, everybody? So, if we have fuel indicated and calculated in kilogram or mass or pound, so that will assist the pilot in the aircraft all-up weight calculation, mass and balance calculation, load sheet calculation. And it also provides a better indication of the energy that can be released by the fuel. As 1 pound of fuel contains the same amount of energy molecule regardless of temperature and volume. Regardless of temperature and volume. Okay, everybody? Also, when the aircraft make maneuver, this will affect the calculation of fuel volume, but the mass is still accurate. And it will not be impacted by maneuvers when the aircraft fly, during flight. Okay, everybody, so as a summary from this training session, we have two ways of fuel indication in the cockpit. Maybe fuel volume, maybe fuel mass. Only in light aircraft, small jets, small aircraft, we may have fuel indicated in volume. But for big jets, big aircraft, fuel mass is much better than fuel volume, as it will not alter with temperature, and it will assist the pilot in the calculation of the all-up weight calculation, load sheet, mass and balance calculation, and it also indicated fuel in mass will not be affected by fuel maneuvers, by aircraft maneuvers. Okay, everybody? So again, two ways for fuel calculations, either mass or volume, and the mass is better for indication in the cockpit. Thank you always for your good listening, and always fly safely and maintain your aircraft very safely. From Cairo, Egypt, your host was Haitham Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Please stay tuned for an upcoming sessions like this. Thank you and goodbye.